The next JRF is less than a month away. This is not the time to cram as much information as you can, even if you might want to. I'm going to tell you 4 things from your psychology textbooks that's going to help you study faster and smarter. The first is spaced repetition, which is a learning technique based on the fact that long-term retention is better when information is repeated over increasing intervals. This method is based on Ebbinghaus's forgetting curve, which basically states that memory fades over time unless you periodically recall that information. So divide the next month in multiple cycles of revision and review new or difficult material more often at first and less often as you get more and more familiar with it. The second technique is retrieval practice, which is based on 2 psychological phenomena, the generation effect and transfer appropriate processing. The generation effect basically states that actively producing information creates better memory performance than simply reading the material. And transfer appropriate processing just means that your memory will be a lot better if the processes at the time of encoding mimic the processes at the time of retrieval. So when you solve MCQ and mock tests, you're encoding the information using similar processes that you would use at the time of retrieval, which means during the exam. So solve MCQs and mock tests, which you can find for free on the Conceptual Psych app. The next technique is called Interleaving, where you simply plan your study sessions in a way where you mix different kinds of topics instead of studying the same topic for hours. What this does is it avoids saturation and exhaustion of the same memory pathways to avoid cognitive load, and it also creates clear distinctions between these separate concepts. So basically, it's a way to avoid exhaustion for long study sessions. This strategy is based on a similar mechanism and it's called dual coding, where you basically use both visuals and text to study. Why? Is because these two have 2 independent mental pathways, but they can interact with each other, which means you're creating more retrieval cues for the same information and you're not exhausting a singular pathway. So you will be able to study more and retrieve better. The Conceptual Psych app has a lot of visually engaging, detailed as well as crash courses for several topics, and we have MCQs for every topic and mock tests for you to practice retrieval. 1 month is plenty of time if you use psychology to your advantage. So study smarter with the Conceptual Psych app. Thank you.